What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my new Play Let's series, and you can tell my bristling originality with that title, but I decided to do something a little different. So we are going to play a game called Phelios for the Sega Genesis today, and this is a arcade shooter originally by Namco. This game is devilishly hard. I've been trying to play it for the last hour or so and decided to turn on the camera so you can see just how bad I am. So really that's what this series is all about, is me playing games poorly. This is a just really cool shooter based on Greek mythology. I'm not the expert on that kind of stuff. If you want to ask an expert, you should probably get in touch with TG Apuleius. I think that's his bag. But you can see that this game has classic characters such as Artemis and Medusa and all that kind of stuff. Also has that mild S&M scene there to kick off the game. So anyway, with that said, let's play some Phelios. So one thing I think is interesting about this game at the start is it has its start screen and its options screen, but the options screen really aren't options at all. What it lets you do is view the story of each stage in the game manually, if you would like, and it also has a profile of the enemy for each chapter. It seems like it's hit or miss whether the profiles tell you anything about the boss that's going to help you out with it, but sometimes it does. So if you're into that kind of thing, you can read about all that kind of stuff. But as far as like adjusting lives or anything like that, none of that in the option screen whatsoever. So one of the things I think that makes this game so difficult. So here we're going to see the profile of the first boss, Medusa, and really this does absolutely nothing to help out with how to beat this boss. It took me a little bit of flailing around to get past that stage. So anyways, I was originally trying to play the stage, or play the game on the advanced level, because that way you get to see all 7 levels of the game, and it was so hard that I knocked myself down to novice. So we're going to play the novice level, and I'll show you probably about the first 2 chapters of the game, because that's about all I can get through. Now, one thing that you'll notice about this game very quickly is it only has a charge weapon, which I just used there, and you just have your standard shot. There are no bombs whatsoever to help you out. It does have a shield, so you can take up to 3 hits per life, but that's not to say this game is easy by any means. So one thing you'll notice as we get going in the game is the charge shot becomes especially useful in taking out rows of enemies. For some of the multiple flying enemies like that, you can just use a standard shot, it's fine. So to charge the shot, you just hold the button down, nothing too complicated there. And it charges pretty quick, you can see the charge meter on the right filling up. So stage 1 isn't really too tough, except the boss has a pretty ridiculous pattern until I figured it out. It's actually rather easy, as most bosses are once you figure out the pattern, but, you know, it gave me some trouble. So this is one of the power-up shots. It's very nice. You can just hold it down. There really is no charge shot with that. You also get these little helper shots, like I have a chaser right now, but it really doesn't do a whole lot of good. The other thing I noticed is it seems like these run out, or maybe I'm just getting tapped by something and I don't realize it, but probably should be conserving it a little bit. And yeah, so it's out. So I'm going to go back to using my charge shot to take out these red dragon thingies, because they seem to work a little bit better. So this game was originally an arcade release, like I said. I've never actually played this game in the arcade or seen it whatsoever. And there's my first death. But I can only imagine that the arcade version looks pretty good. This game, I mean, has some nice parallax effects for 1990, which is when it was released on the Genesis. So it's a pretty early Genesis shooter. And again, I should be conserving this shot, but I'm not. I'm just wasting it like crazy. So, alright, well, once we get past all this cloud section, we'll be at the boss of Chapter 1, who, like I said, isn't really all that hard now that I know the pattern, but I'll probably still screw up on camera, so get to that very shortly. There are a lot of these dragons, and I think if you don't kill them, they just respawn over and over until you do, so I should use using my charge shot, which takes them out with 1 hit. Yeah. It's hard to get the pattern down of when to use charge shot, when to just use standard shot, so. Music in this game's pretty good. I've got it turned down pretty low just so it isn't overpowering the video here, but it's not too bad. So now we're at the entrance to the first boss. She has these little soldiers that you can knock off the railing there. It's kind of funny if you hit them directly. And here we have the classic character Medusa, who's so beautiful with her head full of snakes. So a couple things about this boss. Charge shot is definitely your friend. The other thing is don't be tempted to actually move around the level and chase after her, because those laser shots or whatever it is she has will get you just about every time. So what I learned is just chill out here in the back, and as long as you dodge the direct shots, she really can't hit you. You can kill her much faster with the charge shots. I tried just taking her down with standard shot, and it was ridiculous how many hits it took. So I don't even know if it's possible, honestly. It just seemed like, okay, yeah, so that's it. Not too bad, again, like I said, with the charge shot. It's easily doable. Alright, so now we're going to get to see that Artemis is in peril with this pervy little shot. And she's telling you her update, but what's interesting is there's even voice. You probably can't hear that too well, but yeah, quality Genesis chip sound voice, which is very advanced for its time, I suppose. So now we're getting into Chapter 2, which is called Death Dungeon, which is a pretty badass name for a level. I didn't check yet, but if there isn't a metal band yet named Death Dungeon, there should be. That's just a classic name for a death metal band, or any metal band for that matter. So there's these annoying-ass... Okay, and I died again. So there's these annoying-ass ghost things, and they just respawn and respawn until you kill them. So charge shot's the one way to take them out with one shot, but you gotta be pretty accurate with where you hit them, because they fly all over the place and disappear. And also shoot out a lot of crap. A lot of the other stuff here in this level is all about the charge shot. They send you a lot of enemies like this in a row. If you just try to shoot them with your standard shot, you won't be able to take them down one enemy per hit like you can with the charge shot, so just get used to using it is really all I have to say about that. So this level is giving me absolute fits. The beginning of it's not too bad, but you're going to see these things a lot. These crazy wall fixture things that shoot eyeballs at you or whatever those are supposed to be. They're no fun. Charge shot, again, is the only way to take them out in one hit. They just keep on coming if you don't take them out. And then you have ghosts. And I just took a hit. That sucks. There's also walls like this. You cannot fly around. So a lot of obstacles to deal with on this stage. And so I was playing this game on the standard mode, not the novice mode, and this level just cleaned my clock completely. That's why I decided to step it down a bit for the video. So yeah, a lot of these eyeball shooting things, like I was saying, they're annoying. And here we get to the part where I get stuck every damn time. So there's these patterns of guys that'll come at you. Again, charge shot will help you out so you don't get hit by the stray bullets. But, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, anyway, you get to that, like, circle of hell or whatever's going on there, and they start spinning around really quick, and I get down to maybe, like, 2 or 3 of the guys left to kill, and I die, like, every time. So, with you guys here watching me, let's see if I can not choke. I'd really like to see somebody that can beat this game. I don't know. I probably should check out some other videos on which I'm sure there's plenty. It's not like I'm doing anything original here. But, yeah. Okay. That sucks. So, charge shot again. About all that works on any of this stuff. Oh, I'm so close. Oh, no way. Alright, well, that's the first time I beat that. So... obviously, still haven't even beat the damn level 2. And now I guess I'm headed to the boss, who I haven't seen yet. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, some more parallax scrolling. Nice effect. You know, people really talk a lot about the stage in Musha that looks a lot like this with the multiple levels of parallax scrolling. Couldn't get the word out. Oh, I don't even know what just killed me there. I'm trying to talk about the game and not really paying attention. So anyway, that's a good, helpful shot for this stage. People talk a lot about that stage in Musha that features this kind of scrolling, and this game actually does the effect just about as well, in my opinion. This is a really handy shot. I'll probably lose it in a second. This is very much a power-up or die type of shooter, so like once you respawn, you obviously lose all your power-ups, and it'll drop you right in a ridiculous area of the game with nothing to fight stuff off with, so... Okay, that's crap. So I just barely touched that wall, and apparently these are death walls, unlike the other walls that are perfectly fine to touch. So that's good to know. Again, this game is all about the memorization. What's ridiculous is this is stage 2 of novice mode, and I haven't even gotten to the boss yet, so I pity the kid that got this game on Christmas Day in 1990 and thought they were going to take it out. I really think they would have struggled a lot. I mean, this is what they call quality Nintendo hard, even though it's Sega. Okay, so I'm not going to touch that wall, knowing that that is bad. Yeah, that was good. Charge shot at that guy. What else we got going on up here? So I got some power-ups. Speed up. I mean, there's like 11 speed-ups, and I can't really tell that I'm moving any faster or slower or whatever. So I think they're just for decoration. That was kind of a cool effect. Let's see what we got going on up here. Yep, that's good stuff. I like that effect a lot. Narrow passageways are kind of cool. Probably going to screw me once they start putting more enemies out. I really like that brick effect. That's cool. Nice touch, Namco. Oh, I like it until it started hitting me. Really feels like a dangerous place I'm flying into here. Okay, I should have been using my charge shot. I can see that now, but I'm not. This is hard to get used to charge shot or not charge shot areas until you have all the stuff memorized. But with this game, as I'm learning, when in doubt, charge shot everything. So this game's kind of like some of the other similar Namco shooters of the era. I think Dragon Spirit and Dragon... can't remember the name of the sequel to Dragon Spirit. There was one. A lot of people didn't play, but I actually like it better. Came out about the same time as this one. And, oh man, I would say there's a lot of similarities with it. Alright, so this is kind of interesting. You get another shot of Artemis telling you to save her. Why don't you save me? Strike them, Apollo! It's a very cool continue screen. If you choose not to save her, and you do not continue, and do not feed another quarter into the arcade machine, she admonishes you and says, huh, guess you weren't brave enough to save me. Yeah, well... guess you shouldn't have gotten captured in the first place. How about that, Artemis? Alright. I'm going to try to charge shot a lot more here. And you know what? If I can't beat this stage, that's okay, because I actually feel good that even on camera, I got farther than I've been in this game. And I know I didn't one coin clear it, as most of the shooter fans would chide me for, but you know what? I'm already playing beginner stage. It's not like it matters at this point. So, okay, now I have electric worms after me or something. Oh, man. So this game is... really? These walls are brutal. Oh, well, at least it put me back in the worm area. So, anyway... charge shot only, is what I'm learning there. Oh, and the worms turn into dragon beast things. Oh, hey, I think I'm at the boss. Let's try not to screw this up. Alright, well, I'm not really expecting much here. I think I've got like one chunk of life left. Maybe one extra life to play. Oh, I hate these like pre-boss sections where you... They like only exist to take a lot of your life before you walk into the boss. That one wasn't too rough. Okay, so I did actually read the boss profile on this before I turned the camera on. And so the middle crystal is important or something, so I don't know. Maybe I can get some shots on that. Okay, so it looks like everything's going to block me from hitting the middle crystal, but I can see it does flash when you hit it, so that's good to know. I'm going to target my energy on hitting that. So far, this is not too rough. Yeah, knew that was going to happen. Okay. Alright, I don't like these things. It's like the ground is scorched, yet they come right back. So what's going to happen here? Alright. Hit Grammys something. I'm sure that's not what they're actually named. They look like Grammys. Not the music awards, but the awful satanic heads. Oh man, I need more charge shot. Yeah, I'm trying to get too aggressive, I think, this time. Probably should just chill back a little bit. Oh, I didn't even know I was that close to dying. Alright, well, Artemis, I'm gonna give you one more shot. If I can't beat her this time, then I'm gonna turn the camera off. This game does control very well. I mean, I really can't fault the controls for any of my deaths. I do think there's some cheap wall deaths and whatnot, but other than that, it's pretty on it. I can't believe how long the stages are, though. I mean, again, this is stage 2 of 7. If you were playing this game in the arcade, you would be there for at least an hour, I bet, to beat this game straight. That's pretty lengthy for the era. Most arcade games of the era you could probably beat in 25, 30 minutes tops. And you would probably be broke by then, too. Oh, no way. Alright, well, I guess that means I beat stage 2. Gaiari, I don't even know what her name is. It's not Gaiari's. Dare you rise against me? Whoa. That's pretty crazy. So if anyone's wondering how I'm playing this game, obviously I don't have any capture cards or anything fancy. But I am using a XRGB3 upscaler with my LCD TV, and it actually looks rather sharp with this. I'm playing it through my JVC Xi, but a Genesis would work just as well. They are RGB capable. Alright, interesting sky effects already, kind of like that. It's a nice look. I'm gonna be really ticked if I beat the novice mode, beat all 4 stages, and it's like, oh, game over, you should have played the real version. Because I didn't think I'd get this far, as I'm dying. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say about the Stage X. This is the first time I've seen it. Yay me. And those are ugly little beastas. I don't really like the skulls flying around. Nuclear skulls. I don't know why there'd be nuclear skulls in ancient Greece, but, you know, hey, maybe something was in the water. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to call it a day with this video, because I don't really know what I'm doing with this stage, so I'm going to pause it here for a second and do my sign-off. So hopefully you enjoyed the new Play Let's series. If there's other games you would like to see me suck at, please suggest them in the comments, and maybe I can oblige. Thank you very much for watching. Please take a moment, like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day or night wherever you are.